Canada has a population of brought to you by Factfish. Canada, eh? It's much more than Justin Bieber and grizzly bears. Canada in 180 seconds. Brought to you by Factfish. Canada, eh? It's much more than Justin Bieber and grizzly bears. Canada has a population of 34.1 million people, which is not a lot considering it is the second largest country in the world, with a land area of 9.95 million square kilometers. So it's no surprise that Canada has the world's 10th lowest population density at only 3.4 people per square kilometer. Compare this to the world's most densely populated country, Macau, which has 29,701 people per square kilometer, more than 8,000 times as crowded as Canada, making the United States' northern neighbor seem, well, almost deserted. With such a big country surrounded by water on three sides and dotted with thousands of small islands, it's no surprise that it has the longest coastline in the world, at 202,080 kilometers. Along with its coastline, it also leads the world in inland water resources with 89.1 million hectares. A lot of this water comes from the Great Lakes, which make up part of the border with the United States. Lake Superior, the biggest of these beautiful border lakes, is as big as Austria. Definitely worth a visit. Canada's agriculture benefits from its rich natural resources. With 3.1 million square kilometers of forest land, Canada ranks number 3 in the world behind Russia, number 1, and Brazil, number 2. This helps make Canada one of the leading paper producers in the world. In newsprint, for example, Canada ranks number 1 in the world with 4.3 million tons produced annually. But the market for newsprint has dropped 48% in the last decade, due to all of the smart devices we're carrying. I bet you aren't watching this video on a newspaper, are you? Of course, Canada's most famous export is maple syrup, so it's no big surprise that Canada is by far the number 1 exporter of this sweet delicacy, accounting for 83%, with exports valued at $250 million in 2012. But unlike the paper business, the maple syrup industry is growing at a rapid rate of 154% over the last 10 years. Canada is a member of the G8, the 8 largest economies in the world. However, with a GDP of $1.82 trillion, it ranked number 11 in 2012. This means Canada was overtaken by the rapidly growing economies of India, China, and Brazil in recent years. China in 1995, Brazil in 2008, and India in 2009. But with a per capita GDP of $52,219 in 2012, it's still right on track, ranking number 11 in the world, and with a per capita GDP that is $2,300 higher than its big brother and neighbor, the United States. So, are you ready to grab your parka and head to the land of maple syrup and vast forests? The Great White North is a good choice. Canada ranks number 10 in the Human Development Index of the United Nations, which measures the quality of life in all countries. Among the G8 members, Canada ranks number 4. The life expectancy at birth is 80.5 years, 2.4 years higher than the U.S. So there you have it, Canada in 180 seconds. But I barely scratched the surface. If you want to know more, go to factfish.com for facts and trends fished from thousands of official and reliable sources from around the world, all in one place. Factfish.com. Research made simple.